You got my main cat in the room, Chris. Dude, it's always a cryo event when I go live for some reason. And we are live, and we're talking to an empty chat room. What's up, guys? Kyle here. Filming review. It's another go live event. That's all I got until people show up. Oh, we're gonna create a loop, huh? An endless loop. Thanks, Chris. What's up, everybody? Oh shit! Look, people are filing in now. Got their tickets to the show. It's happening. What's going on, everyone? Who's out there watching? Oh, well, that's just okay. Sad face. Hey, what's up, Aaron? Yeah, switch accounts, Chris. I got Chris here in silence here next to me. He's moderating the live chat feed today for us. So yeah, post your questions below. Did anybody listen to today's episode? Was it Texas Chainsaw Massacre 3? Actually, you know what? Scratch that shit. Who watched Cult Cocktails and thought it was amazing? I know I did. Did anybody make the drink? Any feedback, ideas, notes? Just put it in the comments below. It burns coming out. Oh my fucking god. I still refuse to drink spicy pizza juice. Thank you, Aaron. You are my people. You are my people. I said it on that. I don't know if did it make the cut? I think I said fuck Bloody Marys several times, but if I didn't say it on there, I'm saying it now. Apparently, it did make the cut. So, yeah, that Bloody Marys are like those are my nightmare. I don't know if no, we cut a bunch of shit out of it, but I think I went into a whole backstory on it. Like it's probably like 4 or 5 years ago that I really tried to convince myself that I liked Bloody Marys. And I think I spent like 8 months ordering them and drinking them and like telling myself that I was enjoying every moment of it. And then I just think remember the last Bloody Mary that I ever had, other than the sip from the other night, was at Mimi's Cafe, and I think I drank half of it and then I regurgitated half of it. So, not for me, not a good thing, not a good look. Garnishes were it was literally a block of Velveeta. Who the maybe if you had some like cheddar or maybe some Colby Jack, I'd get down some Colby Jack, but Velveeta. You don't eat that raw. You got to cook that. You got to heat that up. And Chris is crazy right now. Anyhow, looks like we got some more people trickling in. Welcome, welcome. We're just talking about how terrible Bloody Marys are. So if you've got a bad Bloody Mary story, why don't you drop it in the comments below and we'll discuss. Looks like a Michelob Ultra. James Hernandez got an eagle eye over there. It certainly was. Call him Eagle Eye Hernandez. Yes, I was drinking a Michelob Ultra. It was simple, cheap, and I thought it would have the best effect on washing Bloody Marys out of my mouth because I knew that's what I was going to show up to drink that night. So, what are you a Coors guy? We're just gonna run a marathon later. Well, you know that's the beauty of a Mick Ultra is if I needed to run a marathon later, I could certainly do it because it's like 99% water. So, it makes me feel good. Like I can drink a whole 12 pack and not feel drunk and think, hey, you know what? I've got a great tolerance. Love to ride the silver bullet. Nailed it. Yeah, it's funny. I worked at Bevmo for almost 4 years, and I was in charge of the beer department. I was like way into like every craft beer you can imagine. Like I liked the interesting flavors and the interesting stuff people are coming up with. And now I'm at a point where I'm like, just give me a fucking light beer, like a Mick Ultra or Coors Light. I just want to drink a fucking beer. Like I feel like I'm saying like a lot. I need to make that t-shirt. But Like, if I wanna have a nice stout, fine, I'll have it, but it's, like, one and done, like, it's a marathon to, like, chug them and, like, burn through them. And Mike's house occasionally is quite hot, and, like, I just need to drink something refreshing fast. Cider is awesome too. I used to drink a shitload of cider, and then, as I got older, I developed some pretty aggressive heartburn that's, brought on by sugar, so cider is out for me. I'm a root beer man myself, but, you know what? Props to Dr. Pepper. I would like to be a pepper too. That sucks. It does suck. Yeah. But, I've recently discovered, God, what are those called? Mike told me to try 'em. It's like one a day, heartburn medicine, and that shit works. Like, I used to take, like, a bite of a donut, and, like, the moment I swallowed it, I just had heartburn coming up, so I'm back into Nexium, that's exactly what it is. Nailed it, Aaron. So drop in the comments, what's your favorite heartburn, remedies, you know? You a Tums person? What works really good and is disgusting is, like, a dime size amount of, baking soda. Chuck that in your mouth, swish it around, and swallow it. Tastes awful, but heartburn's gone in a second. Looks like the bloody armadillo could cure a lot of stuff. Yeah, it is a bit of a tonic, if you will. Chewy Alka-Seltzer things. I don't even know what this is. Oh, Chris is dropping swear words in the chat. Cure a blocked asshole. Yep. So apparently the feedback on the bloody armadillo from Chris is makes your ass hurt the day after. Like a raw egg, or like, I need to know more. James Hernandez says, I'm Mexican, so my grandmother would rub an egg on me for every illness. Some witchcraft stuff, I think. I'm just curious, like, is it the egg still in the shell? Has it been hard boiled? Maybe it's poached. Was it a poached egg? I need to know more. Now I'm intrigued. And also, did it work? Because that sounds like a cheap ass remedy. Now we got Cody's sauntering in here with a bag of McDonald's.
It's Jack. Okay, you're on your own.
Sorry, it's Jack in the Box. I'm like on the edge of my seat. I hope James is. What are we talking about? Hey, Sammy. Sammy Jones showed up in the chat. Yeah, no, raw egg. Then once you're done, you crack the egg. Wow, you and Cody are like kindred spirits here. About eating Jack in the Box for dinner. I had a delicious taco bowl, courtesy of my fiance. What are we talking about? Man, we're not talking about anything. We're just shooting the shit. Every time I do one of these, I say to myself, I really need to come prepared and have some like cool talking points, but I don't know if that's my style. I'm the only one who had a raw egg rubbed on me as a child. Yeah, you totally are. No one rubbed an egg on me. But as an adult, we won't get into that. Aaron, they're not teaching you the egg technique in nursing school? We need to bring it back. We need to bring the raw egg cure back. Now, do you make an omelet with it once you're done? Don't worry, that's like year 4 stuff. That's more advanced. Anyhow, did anybody listen to Texas Chainsaw Massacre 3? Or is anybody watching these movies in prep? James, I know you're a huge horror movie fan. Yeah, I'll definitely look it up and I'll incorporate it. As soon as I have kids, I'll use the egg method. Or you do want to eat it and you show that sickness, who's boss. I don't know. I think like a strep throat omelet that could work. Cult food. Oh, is it the house or are you talking about the gas station, right? In the first film? James Hernandez is hanging out at the set where they filmed the original Texas Chainsaw Massacre. That's awesome. I'm sure it's completely covered in like Texas Chainsaw Massacre memorabilia and all sorts of swag, huh? Erin says she likes barbecue, and I like barbecue too. Outside of San Antonio, Austin. I've only been to Texas. Wait, how many? I drove through the Panhandle once. Oh no, I've been to Houston for a wedding. Yeah, I did crawfish when I was out there, and I was really excited about it, and they were awful. Ideas for a future honeymoon. We'll get a cabin on the set of Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Only if Leatherface makes like a midnight call. Oh yeah, Sammy. So Sammy and I. By the way, Samantha, that's in the live chat, is my fiance. She's just dropping in here. But we have been talking about doing an alien road trip. Like we talking about cruising out to Roswell and talking about going up to what is it? Where did Fire in the Sky happen? Is that's not Strawberry? I always say Strawberry, but it's not Strawberry. Snowflake, thank you, Snowflake. Yeah, I don't know if they've got a bunch of stuff up there related to it or not, though. Um, and yes, James, you were correct in your assumption. I am a fun dude. Anyhow, we are still live. Anybody got any questions about? Oh, what are we doing this week? Oh, tonight we're doing Friday 13th Part 5. Roy's Revenge, as I like to call it. And if you haven't seen the movie, you don't get that joke, but it's a disappointing fact of the film. So, bye, Sammy. Who all is going to harass Cody? Oh yeah, I am not going to be able to make it out. But if you guys, anybody who's in the Phoenix area, Cody is going to be at Phoenix Film Bar. I believe he's doing Tammy and the T Rex. He's hosting that event, so definitely go check that shit out, dude. Like James, if you're insane and you're a cannibal and you got nothing but time on your hands waiting for the next kill, like I don't know, you get up to some chroming. I don't know. You know, maybe that's not. I wonder if that's the only thing they chromed. I'd chrome everything if I had the means and the time. If I had free time, like I would literally just be building weird shit, and like I would have a never ending supply of odd projects that that won't net me anything in return except for my own time. Also, though, I feel like that is kind of functional because if it's Chrome, like, dude, it's that shit's gonna clean up a lot easier. Like blood, that's not gonna stick around. You just hit that with the hose. You give it like 5 minutes on the hose. You got a fresh blade ready to go. Although, I think you have to grease chainsaws. I don't know much about it. You could see it, but well, Aaron has a good point. You could see it coming a mile away. That's why you hunt at night, like when there's no full moon, because the full moon's going to give that away. But I don't know about his in Texas Chainsaw Massacre 3. Like it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter at all that he has a chrome chainsaw because he's got a fucking leg brace that's like squeaky. That's like the squeakiest thing in the film. Even worse, a little light would make it sparkle. Yeah, but I mean, how many people are going to know the outline of a chainsaw in the dark? But the stars at night are big and bright deep in the heart of Texas. So, how did James? How did the garnish for Mike's cocktail? Did that honor Texas? I'm assuming you're from Texas. You're talking about Texas a lot, so I thought it was awful. Oh yeah, make sure you guys like and subscribe. Ring the bell. All that shit. Um, we are going to be at Film Bar again in November doing 3 o'clock high, which is an absolutely incredible 80s film. If you haven't seen it, fucking check it out for sure. Super happy that we're going to be doing that. After the 12th ingredient, it was over for me. Dude, did you watch the video? It was over for me as soon as he shook that hot sauce and it came out like molasses or some shit. Like I've never seen hot sauce like stick to itself as it came out the bottle. It's horrible. But like, here's the thing: after we shot that, I'm pretty sure Mike went and made like 2 more of those for himself. It should have been Tabasco. Ooh. I hope Mike's watching. Should have been Tabasco, Mike. You done fucked up. And I was hoping like the barbecue sauce would like cut through and I could be like, well, I like barbecue sauce. I like barbecue. Like I can manage, but that was a losing battle. But tonight we're doing another drink which I'm going to be doing and it's going to be delicious. Dude, right? I'm pretty sure you can see my face when all the ice like flies out of the glass. It's just like, okay. And like a nice chunk of the vodka ended up on the table too. I'm like at this point we're literally just drinking like jazzed up tomato juice. There should have been like half a bottle in that. That drink should have been more watery and that should have came from the vodka. Oh, you drink me a Michelob Ultra on the rocks. Maybe if we were reviewing a horror movie that I created, James, it totally would be Michelob Ultra on the rocks. But I got to pay honor to Friday the 13th Part 5, and as far as I can tell, Michelob Ultra didn't exist when that movie came out. But great suggestion. I might just throw some Mick Ultra on the rocks in your honor tonight anyway, if I have some Mick Ultra. Chris, if you're watching, go buy some Mick Ultra and some ice. We're gonna try something. It's gonna be good, I promise. Spicy pizza juice. That is the funniest shit. I feel like that's another T-shirt, guys. I feel like we need to do spicy pizza juice and then a picture of Mike's drink, Mike's bloody armadillo. Spicy vomit pizza juice. Good name. That's a great fucking name for a band. Spicy pizza juice. that's so gross when you actually like break that down. What exactly is spicy pizza juice? Did you throw a slice of pizza into your juice-o-matic? Where's my Bug Trouble and Little China shirt? It's in production. It's in production. I haven't had a chance to sit down and knock the Photoshop out because I didn't. While the first one I did was funny, I can do it better. And yeah, so don't worry. Bug Trouble and Little China is right there along with Satan's Brick Oven Pizza and Spicy Pizza Juice and any other ones that we've said on the show but have never materialized. Oh man. You think I would have like some like what's hot in like film news, but you know what? I could talk about I could talk about firewall and disaster prevention on that front, but what should I talk about Friday the 13th part 5? What should you guys know going into it? I feel like the number one thing you should know is expect the unexpected. Dude, right? Thank you, James. We totally do. And like, you know what's crazy is it's Redbubble, so like we should just start chucking random designs up there, even if they look like shit. Just throw them up there so that people have like options. Chris, I know you're in the chat right now, looking at you. My favorite Friday 13th is the 3D one. That shit is dude, that shit is so funny when you don't realize what's happening, and then like at the beginning, the dude has like the clothes rod pole, and he's just like, "Whoa!" Like, what the hell is going on? Like that, and then the end of I think it's Freddy's Dead. They try to do a 3D thing with that, and there's all these flying skulls around that have like the red and blue shading on them. The eyeball in the string, that's right. That's like back in the day when it's like 3D wasn't really smart. It was like, we're just really gonna force three-dimensional situations upon you, whether or not it works for the film, who cares? It's a spectacle. I got the box set of Nightmare on Elm Street, and it came with the blue and red 3D glasses. Did it really? Did Freddy's Dead actually work in 3D? James says I'm missing out. Dude, you should totally James, you should totally check out at least the picks for this month that we're going with because it's going to give you a real good idea of the best that these films have to offer because they are apparently the worst. So that's awesome that it did. I wonder if I should like order some of those red and blue glasses because I think I have the Nightmare on Elm Street box set as well at home. So I've never actually tried it out. So that shit like throws everything off though. Like watching stuff and because I think it's only the last like 10 or 15 minutes that's actually in like 3D. So like the rest of the movie is just whatever. Oh, does have to be a 3D specific DVD. Good call on that. I'm pretty sure mine is not. So, well, that's a bummer. Some bullshit right there. Holy shit, that's right. Don't they use those as like a way to Oh my god, I can't. I think we're doing Freddy's Dead next week, so I'm gonna get to like experience this full on. But I don't know if we're gonna be able to get the 3D version in time. But yeah, don't they I think they did that in a couple 80s movies, right? Where it's like the 3D glasses were like an object or a tool the character on screen used so that they could yeah, like I think they used it to fight Freddy or some shit. Spoiler alert, Freddy in fact does not die. James, you are 100% correct. They've made multiple films afterwards and it's all bullshit. Well, he doesn't die, he just goes to hell technically because that's where he's trapped in Freddy versus Jason, right? Isn't that how that goes? Yeah, New Nightmare is totally different, but um I mean, you have Freddy's cameo in Jason Goes to Hell, and then Freddy versus Jason. I feel like doesn't that pick up at the end of? I thought that was part of canon. Do you? I like Freddy when he's scary though. Like that's the thing. I like to be scared. I like to like when I watch a horror movie, I want to like be slightly terrified, but from it, like Funny Freddy is good up to a point, but Johnny Carson Freddy is just That's too much for me. I'm like, I don't know what new Freddy, the remake they made. Did they make another one? I saw the remake that came out probably 5 6 years ago with I can't remember the actor's name, but he played Rorschach in The Watchmen. Yeah, I thought he actually did a great job as that character when it was like, him before he was burned, like all the flashback stuff. I thought he was really creepy. James Hernandez throwing down, saying, "Nah, Fun Freddy is like one of the boys." I don't know. Go back and rewatch Dream Child. Oh, that's right. They did make him a child molester. Maybe that's why I thought it was creepier. Yeah, that would definitely do it. But I haven't watched that since it came out, and I mean, I don't feel like there was a reason to. So I was like, okay. But like I've always been like Dream Warriors is like number one favorite, and then the original Nightmare on Elm Street second favorite. Like after that, it's a mixed bag. I do really like, even though I think looking back on it, it's probably not that good, but I absolutely loved Freddy versus Jason. No, he's a child. He was a child murderer. I thought in the original. Well, it's awesome. Dream Warriors would be. Um, these kids have fucking powers. Like New Nightmare was solid. Although the walking on the ceiling or on the walls part was kind of funny, but I loved his get up in that with the trench coat and the hat. He looked like extra menacing. Oh, I guess that's better. I mean, no, it's definitely not better at all. Uh, I didn't think we were weighing in on on which version of Freddy's child murderous ways were more palpable. Yeah, they with New Nightmare, I thought that was cool. Whereas movie within a movie was absolutely awesome. It's a little better. I think we can agree both are absolutely fucking horrible, and leave it at that. You heard it here first. Child murder is better than child molesting. You did not hear that here first, Aaron. You're killing us. That's not. That's not. Nope. Nope. Not touching that one. Oh, look at the time. We got 3 minutes left, guys. Fucking hell. Being diddled? Then Jesus Christ. This shit is off the rails, guys. This live session is just terrible. I'm happy that I got to be the one that was part of it. Really helps to brand yourself, I guess. God damn. Oh man, we are getting up on time. Any last questions? Maybe nothing to do with child murderers or molesters. Maybe something light. That's what happens when we don't plan child molesters talk. Yeah, I definitely I need to pull a Chris and like show up with 40 talking points and just never respond to the live chat. Fuck. Yeah, we might have to. I wonder if there's a way that I could filter James and Aaron in the chat going forward. Yeah, point taken, James. Thank you. Aren't you a lawyer or something? You're gonna have to defend me with this shit. All right. That's about all that I can swallow for one evening. This has been a thrilling conversation. Thank you all so much for joining us on yet again another live with Cult Film Review. Please remember to subscribe, ring the bell, and tell all your friends so we can get more people in here to join in on these thrilling conversations. We'll see you next week, guys. Later.